Okay, this is a good question. How ray gun works, how this device works. I asked myself many times how it could work, this device. It's look nothing, yeah, see, but actually it works. Let me say briefly how it works. Actually, it is not so, it's not so simple. There is a lot of scientific backgrounds, but I will try to give you in a way that is possible to understand. So first of all, inside of the device that is an air filters. So actually this is the definitions of ray gun, is an air filters. And inside there are two small tubules that have the shape of the DNA, two helicoids that have the shape of the DNA. And in the centers there is another tube, a straightforward tubes that contains several minerals inside. Now, we know that each set of minerals have its own frequencies. Has been done long study. I don't think this is the place where to repeat about this. But minerals have their own frequencies, and because they belong to the family of stones, their frequencies is steady. Like you can imagine a mountain is steady, don't move, don't shake. Sometimes shakes, but not that much, even with big earthquakes. It's the most steady things on these planets. And a minerals is the smallest, is the teeny parts of a mountains. Let me give this example. Now, we have two components. One is a minerals that have steady frequencies, and the others mimic, that means reproduce, the shape of our DNA. DNA, everybody knows, is the structures of our genetic codes. It contains the structures of our genetic codes. And we discovered that electromagnetic pollutions mainly affect the functioning of the DNA. So it works at a very teeny level, and it works at the cellular level. The principle in which ray gun works is first it maintains the surface around, the space around at a certain frequency, a frequency that will not be affected by the changing of the main frequency that surrounds normally our lives, and especially in Motor City. And so I refer radio emissions, PC emissions, light emissions, and so on. All these emissions, electronic emissions, they influence our DNA and they influence our body. And many study has been done by ray guns in this respect, especially by the CNR in Italy, the Center for National Research. More simply, it works like this. Let me say that you are taking a picture, but the light is not so good. So you need to add a filters in front of your lens, and we call this filter polarized filters. So what the polarized filters is doing? Simply it put all the light that's going into the lens in a better way. There is not only a primary lights that goes in and make everything foggy, but the filters lets all the lights to go smoothly and directly into the lens. This mainly is what ray gun is doing. It works at our cellular levels, and this is mainly why the science could not prove that mobile phones, radiations, electrical radiations emitted by radio devices, any kind of radio device, not only radio phones, also cordless at home, also Wi-Fi, can harm or not harm organs. Mainly the science, the medical science focus on organs. It is very difficult for radio waves to affect directly the organs. Firstly, affect the cells. Then, if too much exposures, like X-ray for example, it begins to damage the tissue. Then when the tissues are too much exposed, then finally the organ collapse. Because this is how we are done. First we are cellular, then we are tissue, then we are organs. So ray gun works first at the cellular level. Keep our cell in a shape, in a protections under a polarized filter, let me say like this, not to shakes due to the interference of others emissions. This is how REGAT works.